we're live. Please let me know. Can you hear me? I want that off the thing for now. If you can hear me, just let me know. I've got my microphone plugged in. You can? Okay. All right. It's something weird's happening, but I won't go into it. So hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. It has been forever since I've gone live on a Saturday, but I wasn't up to it on Wednesday, and I didn't want to cancel it outright, so we rescheduled it for tonight. So I already have people chatting in the chat. Hello, Karen. I'm so happy you could make it. Thank you so much. Karen has been a wonderful subscriber to Vlogmas. I think you have commented, I'm pretty sure, on every single video I have put out for Vlogmas so far this month. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. Hello, Mary Lynn. It's so nice to see you. Remy's here. Hello, Rem. Thanks for dropping by. You hear me very well. Okay, good. Then the microphone thing's working. I don't know what was going on. So if you were in the chat, let me know. It says I have 7. So just put an emoji up, something, just so I know you're here and I can say hi to you. And don't forget the thumbs up. It's very important. I know it seems like we're broken records when we're always talking about thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, share videos with your friends and family. I feel like a broken record a lot saying that, but it really is important. So thank you. Hello, Steph and Chris with your new channel. Thank you so much. I am going to admit it. I'm a very bad friend right now. I am so behind on almost every single video going because Vlogmas is like consuming all my time. As I've been in editing heck today, editing multiple videos and things. So I'm still waiting for this one to finish. So I do have some exciting news. As of 7:03 p.m., I have 7,097 subscribers. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I am so thankful and so excited. I woke up this morning and saw that 7,000. I gained 97 more since I got 7,000 this morning. That's crazy. So, wow. I think 10,000 is actually possible. Like, I'm really starting to think it's possible. So thank you all who have subscribed. Thank you all for watching all my Vlogmas videos. It is greatly appreciated. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I really am. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie, but I am having so much fun doing it. I'm going to actually miss uploading every single day. I think there'll be like a little kind of like a little withdrawal there for a bit, but there'll probably be more videos than usual because January we're going into the pantry challenge. So that's just crazy. So I just see some more people talking. Thank you, Rim. Yeah, I'm growing faster than the speed of light. It feels like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bev. I gosh knows it probably is harder than it needs to be because I'm not completely duh when it comes to technology, but boy, this YouTubing and editing videos and all that is a whole different ball game. Like I just, yeah, it is a whole different ball game. And I'm trying and I'm still learning, especially now that I have a new recording camera that I got on Black Friday. I'm loving it. And I'm hoping you're all noticing the difference in the videos. I can see the difference. But there's still a learning curve there. And then David gave me an early Christmas present today. He got me a beautiful new tripod for my camera. Like this thing is like the Mac Daddy of tripods. And unfortunately, in some of the video today and the next one, you're going to probably hear a little bit of noise because I was adjusting it. And these microphones, they're great. But they're great. You know what I mean? Like they pick up every single sound. So I apologize for the next couple of videos. I am learning. I am trying. So yeah, I'm super excited too. And I'm not going to say a whole lot about this, but I have been working very hard the last couple of weeks detailing out, working on, I am going to be hosting another collab in February. And if things work out the way I hope, it's going to probably be the biggest collab I've ever hosted. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm hoping if I can, I'm hoping to get it sponsored. So we can do some amazing giveaway prizes. So anybody who has a YouTube channel and is curious about it, I don't want to say a whole lot because I'm not ready to share it, but please email me. Let me put my channel back up here, my email rather, and let me know if you would like to be a part. And this is for anybody watching in the replay. Let me know if you would like to be a part of the collab I'm doing in February. I can tell you more about it. And then if it doesn't sound like something for you, no hard feelings. But this is the only way I can kind of keep it a secret. But let people who might want to join. It won't be until February. So that gives us a little bit of time. And I'm really, really super excited to be hosting this one. I'm just really excited. So please email me and let me know if you would like to join my collab in February. So just email me and let me know. Remy, what is the Pantry Challenge? Pantry Challenge is the one Three Rivers Homestead runs every January. She does it January and February, where she only does not go to the grocery store. She doesn't go at all. In the past, we've always budgeted $25. This will be my third year doing this Pantry Challenge. I can't believe that. That's crazy. But we've always done like $25 a week for milk and stuff. We're going to be changing it a bit. I'm going to talk to the family after Christmas. We might have to change it a little bit. The prices of things are just so crazy that when you see a deal, you kind of have to buy it. But anyway, that's what it is. You don't basically go to the grocery store, or you set up your own rules, your own guidelines that you're going to follow for the challenge. And it's great. It is a great way to use everything that we have, worked our behinds off of, all summer and fall, canning and everything. So I'm ready. Bring it on. We are a little overfull. I think I went a little crazy. There were some amazing deals this week in the flyers, like ones I've been waiting for. So our pantry is well stocked again. So that's nice to see. So yeah, milk. It's just until I get my cow, David, until we get a cow or I find somebody who has a cow and we can do some kind of trade. We have to buy milk. It's definitely one that milk and cheese, dairy, period. We are a dairy loving family here. But a cow will not happen. It's definitely not going to happen at this homestead. Maybe possibly small chance when we move, we might get a mini jersey or something like that. But we know it's not happening anytime soon here. So how is everybody doing? Wow. Can you believe we are a week tomorrow, Christmas Eve? Do you all remember Christmas coming this fast when we were kids? Because I don't remember it coming this fast. Are you all ready? I don't want to get, I'm done. I've been done. I have wrapping to do, but shopping wise, I am done. We went out and did our shopping today for like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dinner. There's still a couple of things we still need to get. We'll go back out I have doctor's appointments on the 20th, I think. So we'll probably go out on the 20th and finish any last minute, if anyone has any last minute shopping, any last minute errands, things like that. So we will be almost done, because we kind of once we don't go anywhere. Aiden does have to work. He actually has quite a few shifts this coming week, which is nice to see, but he's working late on school nights, which is hard. He's working till 10, doesn't get out until like 10:20-ish. By the time he gets home, it's 11. So luckily, David is going to drive him to school every day next week, the days he's working anyway, so he can sleep in a little bit, make it a little bit easier. So please email me, and I can give you like a little bit of the deets. I'm still working on the rest of them, but I can at least give you an overall of what I'm looking at, the pantry channel, or the collaboration I'm hosting. I will say I don't drink a lot of milk. I drink cream in my tea, and some days I do have a lot of tea, but I've been doing better with that. And look, water. I'm trying to be better. But Aiden definitely goes through a lot of dairy, a lot of milk, a lot of milk. So we had a family gathering tonight, and my aunt said just that, how things change so fast. Yeah. Yep, it did. It took forever. Even Grace was saying how she found it was coming fast this year. So I know, isn't that funny? So my boyfriend is the kind, take what you need and that's it. Oh, no, I couldn't do that. Especially like we got a great deal on soups. I mean, I know I make a lot of soup, but my dental work, which has been just a blast this week, I say as sarcastically as I can. I don't go back until the 30th to get my permanent crown put on one tooth, and in a new year I'll go back and get the second crown. It's how I have to do it so the insurance can help pay for these things. And it's the one that we're waiting for the permanent crown. She said it is like fragile. Like she has got that down to the lowest margin she's can. There's not a whole lot left to it. So I have to eat on this side of my mouth every meal and stuff. And I'm trying to make sure everything I eat is soft. So I'm eating a lot of yogurt. I'm eating a lot of soups, things like that. So, oh, I'll be glad when this is done. The end is in sight though. So, and yeah, so the cookies were a hit at David's work. They had another gather, like he's in a big building and he's in an office, and then there's a lot of other people. And he said, you can take these cookies to the other gatherings in the building. And they're like, no, they said no. So they've been eating them. So I'm happy they enjoyed them. So I'll be definitely busy soon baking up everything for us. Though I say that, yeah, we have cookies. We have meringue cookies, which it looks like nobody's eating. We have those hot cocoa cookies that I just made, which, by the way, you have to make those. They are amazing. Wow, they are way too good. And I froze the rest of them. I probably will leave the front ones I have frozen, the dough, until after the new year. I don't think we'll make up anymore because there's only 4 of us, and I'm trying not to eat too many. I really am. So I still haven't been to dinner since I was 8. Oh, well, I don't like going because I feel bad for the dentist because I always leave there crying, and she always feels so bad. And it's because I usually get bad news every time I go. Chemotherapy wrecks your teeth. I mean, it wrecks your teeth. But I like my dentist as a person. She's been lovely. And she tells me every time, we've seen much worse, Lynn, with chemo people. And so she helped me develop a regimen that I've been using, a special kind of toothpaste. I changed out my kind of toothbrush I use, and it shows. She said I had the best visit for cleaning a couple weeks ago that I've had in forever. So, I'm trying. It just felt like for a long time I'd do everything I could and nothing made a difference. And now it's starting to make a difference. So it's good to see that. But I am, I feel so bad because she's always like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's not your fault. And then I'm embarrassed for crying, but it's always, this time I cried out of relief. I said, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to cry. She's like, oh no. I'm like, no, I'm so relieved because I really was expecting the worst. I really was, especially with that broken tooth that she was able to save and fill. So that was insane. So I behaved in not starting baking till next week that's why I baked everything and sent in the stuff I baked into work, and we still have everything frozen. And I'm not going to make, there was a couple things more I was going to make. I decided I'm not going to, because I still want to make, I was going to make cinnamon rolls and donuts for Christmas morning. We're just going to do cinnamon rolls now. We don't need both. So I'm definitely trying to. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You haven't gone since you were 8. That I go every year for a good cleanup. You know what's funny is David did not go to the dentist his whole life till he joined the military. And he was 19, David? Yeah. 19. And he went in and he told the dentist, this is the first time I've ever been here. And the dentist is like, what? It wasn't something his family could afford. And the dentist was amazed. David's teeth were amazing. No cavity. A year later, he got his first cavity. Never had one until he went to the dentist. So I just find it very suspicious that all of a sudden he gets one after, like, that's just crazy. But yeah, he hadn't been, and he didn't have fluoride water either because he grew up on a well water. So that's why, yeah. So, oh, there are times where I almost want to ask, for something to make me feel good or whatever. Cause well, I'll tell you, did you know there's adrenaline in Novocaine when they give you the Novocaine? Or, yeah, adrenaline, David, or no, epinephrine, which is the same thing, right? Well, anyway, there's epinephrine, which I never knew there was epinephrine. And I've had many, many Novocaine needles. Novocaine and I are not friends. My body burns through it too fast. So they give me something else. But whew, when they filled my tooth, the broken tooth on Wednesday, they brought in the blood pressure machine because it was bad. My heart started racing and I looked at her. She goes, Lynn, is your heart racing really fast? I'm like, yes. I'm like, what's going on? And then I have vertigo, which is a horrible thing. You got me practically upside down. You got my adrenaline just going through my body like insane. And I have high blood pressure, and they're like, oh, we have to bring your blood pressure down before we can do anything. And I'm like, I said, have they always had epinephrine? Because I've never had a reaction. She's like, well, are you really anxious? Well, duh, that was the assistant. Are you really anxious? I'm like, oh, just a little. But still, I've been more anxious before. So I don't know, but it was not fun. Now, I had a different assistant on Thursday when they went in for the root canal work, or not the root canal work, the crown work. I didn't have the problem. I got nothing, like no, oh yeah, I was shaking, Karen. That scared me. I did not like that at all. Did not like that at all. Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. I really hope Dave and I will be blessed with grandchildren, because I would love to do that like I did with my own children. I think it would be amazing. I don't know if we ever will have any, but I definitely will be the best Grammy going. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. He literally, he did not go. For 19 years, he never went. And a year later, he had a cavity. And of course, in the military, you go every 6 months, I think you go. So David hasn't been since he got out. He did have a final cleaning before he retired, because once you retire from the military, even if you're reserve, you can no longer use the military dentist. So I have to get him in with my dentist, because he probably should go in for a cleaning and see what, if anything is going on there. But yeah, it's just weird how he went all those years and never had anything. Yeah, I thought it was the same. Yeah. Because I remember they gave it to me during one of my treatments with chemo, because when I went in for surgery to have the portacath in, because I fainted dead on the table. Like, I looked at them and I'm like, sorry, I'm going to pass out. And that's the last thing. And the next thing I know, I come to, and they're like, Lynn, it's okay. We gave you a shot of epinephrine. You're okay. And I'm like, what the heck? And I didn't like it then either. So I've never had this reaction when I've gone to the dentist. Never. I don't know what happened. She said it's because I had 4, because I had 2 down here and I had to have a little teeny filling up here filled, 2 up here. I've had more than that. I had one time I had to have 6. They maxed out and said they couldn't give me any more, and I could still feel it. And I said, okay, so I grabbed the armrest and just held on. And I said, she goes, we're almost done. I said, then do it. And I did it, and it hurt because I could still feel it. And she's like, man, you're one tough chick. I'm like, you won't get me back here if we don't finish this. Like, we got to finish this. So, I don't like the dentist. I'm sorry. I just don't. It's not a pleasant place to be. And I don't like being upside down because I have vertigo, and I feel like you have no control. I don't know why, but I feel like I couldn't get up and away if I needed to. Does that make any sense? Like, I'm not a fan. I've also had horrible experiences as a child with a dentist, like really bad. So yeah, that we literally had like the butcher for a dentist when my sister and I were younger. Like, he was bad, really bad. So I got to take a drink of water. So I hope you're all enjoying Vlogmas. I can't believe how I'm almost done it. Like, that's crazy. I'm so proud of myself. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I still have a few more days to do, but I'm doing pretty good so far. So I hate it even more now. And they put this metal thing to keep the mouth open. I sometimes wish they would do that because they're always telling me, Lynn, can you open wider? And I have a lot of jaw pain. Again, thank you for chemotherapy. And I hurt. And I'm like, I don't know if I can. So they bring that thing in and it forces me open. So at least then they can keep it open. But yeah, I haven't had that in a long time. A long, long time. It looked like a little raincoat or something. I haven't had that in a long time. I can't either. Like, she's in there and she's like trying to tell me to breathe when they're, because I had to have the needle in my roof of my mouth, which is not pleasant. And she's like, breathe through your nose, Lynn. And I'm like, I can't. Like, I literally can't. So yeah, it's just terrible. I don't know how we got talking about dentists, but yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, not a fan. I do know that I will never get another root canal again. That I've had 3 now. Yes, because that's why every one of those tooth that had a root canal now needs a crown. So, not to mention what they think other health issues that you can get from root canals. So, oh, tomorrow's video uploaded. Good. It's just finishing. Sorry, I just wanted to double check that because I was worried it was slowing down my feed. So, oh, anyone have any plans for traveling over Christmas? If you are, my sympathies are with you. I am so glad we don't go anywhere. Just us, our little family, and it's just the way we like it. We don't go anywhere. David and I did that for a long time, and we did it Gracie's second Christmas, David. We went home and we flew with her. Yeah, I think it was her second Christmas. It was actually the year of the tsunami overseas. But yeah, we haven't been home for Christmas in a long, long time. I shouldn't say home. We are home. I meant where we grew up. Lynn, what tradition do you and your family do for Christmas every year? Oh, we have so many. I think like a lot of people, we drive around and look at the lights, which we actually have not done yet. So I'm actually going to see if anyone wants to do that after the live is over. Go out and look. I think by now everybody who has lights up will have them up. Christmas Eve, when the kids were little, David always read The Night Before Christmas to them, always. There's several pictures of me that I took of the 3 of them sitting in a chair together reading. And we would read the story from the Bible too about the Jesus birth. And oh my gosh, what else do we do? Now that they're older, Christmas Eve, the kids love it. We actually do, like, for supper, we do like a lot of appetizers and snacky things, cheese and crackers, chips and dip, a fruit dip with fruit and veggies and things. And we play games or watch movies. We tend to watch a lot of movies now that the kids are older. They love it. They look forward to it. Like, they really do, even more, I think, than Christmas dinner. I'm just trying to, like, we do a lot and I'm just going blank. David, what are some other of our traditions? The kids still like to open a present on Christmas Eve. Grace is so funny. She's 20 years old and I wrap some presents and put them under the tree because I can do that now because, we don't have to worry about Santa or anything. And she's like, I see you put some new presents under the tree like the next day. And I'm like, how do you know? I looked, and she giggles. She said, I see a few of them were for me. And I'm like, so when you were 5. Oh, so yeah, we do a lot of baking, and we just have a lot of time together. Usually Christmas Day we watch a lot of movies and just have fun. Honestly, just time together. And then Boxing Day, the kids, Aiden really likes this, and Grace does too. They don't like shopping with the crowds, but we don't buy as much on Christmas, and we go out Boxing Day and get more bang for our buck, which Aiden is really appreciating now that he's a working man himself. So we do have plans to go out Boxing Day. There's a few things. I mean, if we can't find them, it's not going to be in the world, but luckily, the place we go to, they have quiet shopping hours on Tuesdays, and Boxing Day is a Tuesday this year, where the lights are not as bright. They don't have any music playing. So that helps a lot. That helps a lot. So we'll just be, we'll probably be doing that. So, yeah, exactly. Our Christmases have always been small, but they're quiet, which I love. Part of me does regret a little bit that my kids never got to experience, but you know what? My kids wouldn't be able to handle the kind of Christmases I had as a kid with all the cousins and the aunts and the uncles and the grandparents, the noise, the crowds. It would have been too much for them. And they'll never get to know the setup where you had the kids table, and the year you got to come from the kids table and go to the adult table. That was such a big deal in my family. I remember that so much. So yeah, but you know what? In the long run, it's probably, I'm grateful the kids didn't probably experience those kinds of Christmases, because it would have been too much for them. Heading over at my parents is the only thing we do. Yep, exactly. If we were closer to a family, we absolutely would see them. We're just a bit of a drive right now. We'll see what happens, hopefully, in the next couple of years, God willing. We print a light scavenger hunt and listen. It's quite fun. That's fun. For a couple of years, I used to do the advent calendar for the kids. I made an advent calendar out of wood with little drawers. So we could put our own things in there. And like if 1 year they got they get their Christmas Eve jammies, and I would give them to them a couple of days early or whatever. But you couldn't fit those in the box. So I wrote poems out, and each clue got them closer and closer to the final thing. And I would write all these poems and they would go around. That was fun. They loved that. The only problem is once you do it, they expect it every year. So I end up doing that for a few years. 1 year they got their little stuff, their Rudolph and Clarice doll stuffies, like just different things. And yeah, it was a lot, because then they started expecting it every year. So there's a kid in all of us. Isn't that true? Being the last of the grandkids, I remember the kids' table. Oh yeah, I remember the kids' table, because it always seemed like the adults were having such, important conversations. Yeah, actually, I have, which is why I have contacts on, because I've been wearing I have glasses on. I've been wearing my contacts too much, and I can feel it. It's one of the reasons I'm in my kitchen. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm having my live in my kitchen, because that light that I have overhead to help in there, it's a bit much, but it also, I'm still seeing like a glare off my glasses here, but it's not as bad as it would have been in there. Like you can see the ring in my glasses and everything. I hate lights. I literally hate lights. Like I hate the bill. So I, make them lower the lights for the bill, but I also, just hate having them on. Like I love, especially this time of year, I love just having the Christmas tree on. I love that. So yeah, I do miss it. Thank goodness that we have technology now where we can FaceTime, which we do that too. Every year, my parents watch the kids open their presents, and we watch them open our presents from us, and so we can at least do that. But my parents in Florida, so my mom is there. She's got 2 sisters and a brother, and they all get together. And then my aunt has a daughter with her 2 kids, and then they have a lot of friends, and they all draw names, and they all do like a stocking for each other, and they draw names for a gift and stuff. And it is wild and crazy. My kids would never be able to handle. We actually thought about going down for Christmas, but they wouldn't be able to handle that. That would be a lot. We do a Christmas present from Mrs. Claus every year that we open on Christmas Eve up here. Yeah. It used to be. I actually didn't do the jammies this year. There's nothing wrong with our last year's jammies or the year before's jammies or even the year before jammies. But I didn't like them. I didn't like any that I was finding this year. And I really loved our pajamas last year. So I told the kids that we're just having and they're fine with it because they liked their pajamas from last year too. But I didn't like the ones I was finding. I really didn't. So, yeah. So you still have, yeah. I mean, my kids they say they aren't. Well, Grace is, but Aiden, but then Christmas morning, Aiden is like very excited once he starts opening. But my kids literally did not ask for anything again this year. Like they're like, Mom, I don't know what to tell you. Like, so everything they're getting is going to be a surprise. It really is, because they didn't ask for, they didn't give us a list. This is the second or third year in a row we've gotten no list from them, nothing. So yeah. So yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, my parents always have a get together Christmas Eve, and they would just tell everybody, drop in whenever you can from like 5 until whenever. And Dad would always have tons of food out. He'd always make his divinity fudge. Oh, I miss that. So it is different when your kids are older. Though I will admit, sometimes the way we did Santa, sometimes I regret it. I wish we kind of did it a little bit different. Santa definitely wouldn't be getting the credit for a lot of the gifts he got credit for if I had to do it again. But it definitely is, but our kids never woke us up either. We always had to wake them up every Christmas. I cannot remember them ever. David, did they ever wake us up? I don't think they ever woke us up. I have a tradition where I get up. I did this even before we had the kids. I would get up before anybody else. I usually get up anywhere between 5 and 6, same time I usually get up every day. I come down, I turn on all the Christmas lights. I turn on the fireplace. I put some really low Christmas music, usually instrumental, on, and make my cup of tea. And it's just me for about an hour or so. And I love that. I love that. And then I'd have to go wake up, and then David usually would come down not too long after, and we'd have to go wake up the kids. So yeah, it's crazy. They've never woke us up because, man, we woke our parents up like early. Mom said there were years of her and Dad just got to bed because they had just put everything together or put everything out or whatever, and we were waking them up. So, for first, I'm so happy. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm a mom, so I listen, all year long. I listen months leading up to Christmas. I watch, see what they look like. So I know what they like and stuff, but it definitely is easier if they come right out and say, for Christmas, I would really like da da da. So yeah, that no matter, I mean, that way is horrible, Remy, and it's certainly awful. But I think losing anybody, it's never the same again. I know for me, Christmas was never the same again when we lost my grandmother, because we always had the tradition of going down to her house after us and opening up the gifts from her. Some of my aunts and uncles and stuff that would send them there. So in 2020, everything stopped for good. And my grandpa, yeah. Well, you know what, Rem? Maybe you need to take up the torch and you start being, the one who does them and gets everybody together. Can you tell Lynn how to remove the earth? If she wants to, of course. Remove the earth. I don't know if I don't understand what you're saying. Can you tell Lynn how to remove the earth? She meant heart. Oh. Is there a heart? Oh, is there a heart in the chat? Darn it. I do not, hold on, let me go see if I can fix it. Sorry. I was trying to pin my post is what I was trying to do. And be darned if, let me see if I can fix it here. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that thing because I was trying to pin it, but the heart was in the way of where you get the 3 little dots to pin, so I couldn't do it. So in YouTube Studio in the live stream, okay, I'll let me see if I can live. I don't know if I can do it here because it might take me a minute. Customization. Oh, it'll take me too long to figure it out. I'll see if I can fix it afterwards. Darn it. Okay. I find that thing very annoying when I'm in other lives too. I find it very, very annoying when I'm trying to watch a live and that darn thing comes up and you have to wait till a couple of more people comment so you can read the whole comment from the person before. I don't like it. Yeah, it's a reaction. I don't care for it at all, and I don't know how to get rid of it. So what has all your weather been like? We are every day, it seems like we're setting a record for how warm it is. It does not feel like Christmas is next week. Or a week away. Let me tell you, it does not. Everything is green, muddy. It feels like spring. I kid you not. We broke records. We were well into past the 50s a couple of times this week. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. You can remove that. I did not know I could remove that. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. I'll YouTube it. Yeah, it's not fun at all. It's perfect. Yeah, I mean, I am. I mean, if it's going to be winter and it's going to be Christmas, we might as well have snow is the way I'm looking at it. But I just, it's great. It just, feels very weird. I mean, we should be grateful. It means the heat's not on as high as it would be normally, but. Oh, wow. That is crazy. I meant to go out and check. I'm going to pull some carrots from the garden for Christmas dinner that I've been letting overwinter. I'm going to let them overwinter, but I'm picking them as I go because they're in I just lost the word, raised bed. Because they're in a raised bed, they don't really get frozen in there as hard. So I can absolutely pull them out. And I pulled a couple. They're so good. So I'm just checking on my, you all, while we've been chatting, I have 7,106 subscribers. Oh my goodness. Wow. I can't believe that. It's been, Vlogmas has been very good to me. Very, very good to me. I am glad I decided to put the work in and participate. Yay. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. Hello, Tiffany. Thanks for coming in. Hello, CRT. I've been turning on the air during the day. It hasn't been that warm here, but there's been days we haven't had it on. And I mean, that's crazy for us. So very crazy. Yeah, it is crazy weather. It's just weird. Oh, wow. Very cool. My let pot is growing great. We have some beautiful lettuce coming that I think we're going to be able to use next month. The tomatoes might be taking longer, but they might be taking longer because I have too many of them in a pot. I really should have separated them. I'll have to do an update and show all the roots that are underneath that you can't see because I don't know if I can separate them now. But I need to move them off the shelf they're on and put them on the floor so I can raise the light on them because I think maybe the light's too close to them still, but I have to wait till after Christmas because I have no space on the floor until Christmas is over. So yeah, I bet a lot. I'm sure. I guess El Nino, it's an El Nino year. And I'm pretty sure whenever we have El Nino years, we have very mild winters. Though that being said, wasn't the big ice storm an El Nino year? So I guess that's kind of, I'd rather have snow than freezing rain. Give me snow any day over freezing rain. That is a mess. It's nasty. It's no good for anything. It's dangerous. You can't shovel it. I hate freezing rain. But this mud, like the chicken pen, the eggs that have been coming in the last few days have been so muddy, so muddy. But out of 8 chickens today, we got 5 eggs because even the chickens are confused, I think. And my weeping willow tree bush that I have outside, Grace noticed today when we left to go grocery shopping that there was buds on it. And I'm like, well, that's not good. It shouldn't have buds on it. And she said, Mom, it's covered in buds. I said, that's not good. That's not good. The poor plant thinks it's April, and it's it's not. Maybe we'll have a decent spring this year. Wouldn't that be great? That would be so amazing. So I'm not starting a lot of seeds this year inside. I'm really not. I'll talk about that more when we get to it, but yeah, I'm going to be buying starts. I know, and part of me feels like it's a little bit cheating. Part of them is starts. I can't buy as seeds. I've tried. I can't find them as seeds, but I'm going to be able to get them as starts. And Dave and I are going to take a date day and actually travel to Richter's Herbs. I believe they're up by Ottawa. Goodard, Ontario. It's about a 2-hour drive one way for us. And they have all the herbs that I want that you can't get as seeds. So I'm going to go. But I'm not crazy. We just don't have the space necessarily. I say that. And then when February comes, it's like, but I have a certain amount of trays I kept out of storage, and that's the amount I'm going to start. I'm starting certain things, and that's it. I just think with our weather we have, our June is so unpredictable. It can be hot and it can be cold, but our September and Octobers have been so hot. I really should have planned for a longer, like going well into the fall, which I'm changing. That's what I'm going to change. So we'll talk about more of that when it's time for. I don't even want to talk about seed starting right now. As much as I love it, I love the slow time right now. Though who are we kidding? Slow. It's not any. It's a different kind of fast pace this time of year. Oh, the maple trees are in bud. That's not good. If we get a big freeze, which I'm sure we're going to get, that can't be great. Yeah, I do. We did buy, it's funny. I bought an egg incubator back in July on Amazon Prime Days because the one I was looking at went on sale like crazy good, had amazing reviews. I mean, it was, if I remember correctly, it was like $180 some, and it was on Amazon Prime Days for like $55. It was a crazy good deal, and I grabbed it. And we do want to try a few fertilized eggs. I have a couple of sources I can get some from, and I have a new chicken that I'm thinking about, or two new chickens that I'm thinking about getting, but we would need to separate them. So I don't know. Part of me wants to start now with them before we do move, and the other part of me is like, maybe we should wait till we move. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. One is a death layer. They call them that because they lay an egg literally every day till they die pretty much. And they're a pretty chicken. And the other ones, I'm never going to say this right. Mini Simonis, they're all black. Like their eggs are black, which I think are just so cool. They're black. They are dual purpose chicken. You can eat them, but even their meat and their organs are black. But they are beautiful. And I just think having black eggs would be so cool. I could sell them as goth chicken eggs. So yeah, I don't know, because it's cheaper to buy the fertilized eggs than to buy the chicks or the chickens. The chicks are, I can't remember, the chickens, like the 16-week-old chickens, I think he wants 100 to 150 a piece for them, but the fertilized eggs, he wants 10. And I honestly would like to get a rooster and even breed some of my own, but then we also have to worry, though we have neighbors who have roosters. We've got at least 2. So the leaves fell off 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it seemed to take a long time for there are maple trees on our yard, on our property, to fall off this year. But oh my goodness. So I'm trying to think. I'm telling you, doing lives alone is very difficult to try to keep it going. I do have some plans in the new year to have, especially to break up, the midwinter blues. I do have plans to have some more people on the lives, so hopefully we can work that out. If I have to go back to Saturday night, so it works better for people, because I know sometimes midweek can be hard for some people. I might have to do that. It's probably not the greatest for my algorithm because I keep changing, but honestly, I don't care about the algorithm anymore. I really don't. I put my videos up. I try to be consistent on the time. I've been playing around with time a little bit with Vlogmas, just trying to see what works best. And it doesn't seem to matter if I put them up in the morning, if I put them up in the afternoon, if I put them up in the evening. It doesn't seem to matter when I when I put them up. So yeah. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Sorry, somebody messaged me. Who are you? So, what else? I got some. I have another collaboration. Big surprise that I am a part of on the night. So the 19th video Vlogmas will be my Dip December video, and I feel like there's another collab too coming up. Just seems like there's a lot lately. I turn down a lot because sometimes it's just too much. Too much. Hello, Karen. Thanks for coming in. At the beginning of the video, I was just mentioning how I've been brainstorming a new collaboration that I'm going to be hosting in February, and I'm hoping it's going to be my biggest one yet. I'm actually looking to get it sponsored so we can do some giveaways. I'm not going to say too much about what the collab is because I'm not ready to share it yet. But if you think you might want to join, email me, bucketlisthomestead93@gmail.com. And I'll give you a little bit of an overview. I won't tell you everything because I'm still finalizing it, but I can give you an idea of what I'm thinking. And if it sounds like something you're interested in, I'll add you to the list. I do know that I'm thinking about doing like what Angela from the Inquisitive Farm Wife is doing. She is only posting videos Monday through Friday. So it gives people the weekend to try to catch up on the videos through the week. I think that's a smart idea instead of doing 7 days a week. So yeah, we will see. I have to figure out how I want to do the schedule, but I like the idea of not doing them 7 days a week. So it gives people a chance to watch them on the weekend. But yeah, I have a few ideas in my head about how I'm going to run it. So if you're interested, email me. And that goes for anyone. No, not winter. No, you will not see Lynn doing winter survival. David had to do that for training, and he will never do that again either. So he did winter survival. In Nova Scotia. David, you were in the woods there doing basic in the winter. Oh, Winnipeg. And then Winnipeg, you did the survival. Yeah. So I think it's the only time in David's life he was cold. like shivering hard cold. So I wouldn't say I'm ready. I usually don't do my meal plan for it. I do a whole month meal plan for it. I find that's easier. I'll be working on that after Christmas. I have to get through Vlogmas first before I can start even thinking about getting my meal plan ready. And I have to organize. I have organized my freezers quite a bit. They're not bad. The pantry is a mess. So, and especially since I've been using it a lot the last couple of weeks. So I need to get that organized and stuff. Winter camping is fun. If I have a cabin to go in and a log fireplace, I'm all set. But I'm not camping outside. Not gonna happen. I wouldn't do it in the summer unless it's in like a camping trailer. And I'm not doing it in tent no matter what time of year. This girl is you get to that age where sleeping on the ground and getting down on the ground, you have to think about how you're going to get back up off the ground And just the thought of it, my back hurts. Wow. Nope. 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 Oh, I can't handle being cold. I have neuropathy, and I can't handle it. I can't. I am cranky. I'm miserable. I hurt. I'm whining because I hurt. Like it's not a pretty picture when I'm cold. It really isn't. Lynn, I just can't handle it. Gosh, just thinking about it, my hands are starting to throb in sympathy from when I am. So it's not fun. So we have a few minutes left. If anyone has any questions they want to ask, I know I did have one about, I hate this when we're backwards because I always put my part on the wrong side. I literally just took a shower not too long before this live. So we bought what we thought was basmati rice. It's sushi rice. Need to do some sushi. I don't like sushi, but I think isn't sushi rice just stickier rice, which I like sticky rice. Like if I'm going to eat rice, I like it sticky. Grace does too. But isn't that all sushi rice is just a sticky rice, which I thought, is it jasmine that's sticky? I thought it was basmati, but maybe it's jasmine. Our Bush Caffrins at a group camp out. So what else? Video is up tomorrow morning for day 17th. When the heck is that going out? Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure. I think I picked 8 a.m. or 9. Did I pick 9? Let me see. It is scheduled for 9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yes, okay for sticky rice, but not for fried. Oh, okay. Okie doke. You know, it's one thing I'm hoping to do during the pantry challenge is I keep saying I bought a wok and everything. I was going to try and make homemade Chinese food, and I still haven't done it. So I really need to. I want to try that this year, like chicken fried rice, some things like that. But I've started stir fries and stuff, but I haven't done like the kind of takeout we get. That's something we knew for New Year's Eve too. Usually New Year's Eve for a tradition, we always usually get takeout. We always got Chinese forever. And then the kids they're not fans. They love the chicken fried rice. And Aiden will take all the batter off like the chicken balls and he'll eat the chicken, but Grace won't even do that anymore. We did haddock one year, but again, Aiden doesn't eat the haddock, but he eats the French fries. It's hard when you have kids trying to eat out. That's why I don't feel guilty that Dave and I do date night every week and we eat out. We did date day yesterday. Instead of going out at night, we went out during the day and it was delicious. We had haddock. Oh, it was so good. Because I needed something soft that I could eat. But I don't feel guilty because it's very stressful for them and us to go out to restaurants. Like it is not fun. Not fun. So we stir fry. Yeah, I do too. Do you have a bucket list for any new winter bacon? Oh yes. I do want to try that Swiss roll in my Ireland box that I got the recipe for. I'm just so nervous to try it. Dave and I we are reducing I've been trying to reduce my sugar intake, and this is like the worst time of year to start, but I'm trying to start now. So I'm not in quite such withdrawal going into the new year. We don't eat a lot of refined sugar, but let's face it, sugars are sugars. We both have diabetes on our side of the family, especially as people are getting older. I have put on weight again. I keep gaining and losing the same 10 pounds, like for the last year, it seems. I can't seem to. I have a goal of definitely drinking more water, and I have a goal of getting on the treadmill 5 minutes a day. And the kids are going to help be my accountability to make sure I'm doing it. I'm like, you have 5 minutes a day, Lynn, that you can get your butt on that treadmill. So I'm going to try and do that. I have more like recipes I want to try for meals, not so much baking, but for meals. I definitely want to do more sourdough breads. I'm feeling pretty cocky. I think I've perfected the sandwich bread and the boulet sourdough, but I'd like to maybe try some more. Poor sourdough, she's in the refrigerator staying, in the refrigerator for now. I was feeding her every day, discarding, feeding it every day, discarding. And I'm like, I'm just doing this back, and I'm not using anything. So she's in the refrigerator for the next little bit until I can really get to her and use the sourdough. But yeah, I guess my big goal is, if we do want a dessert, it's going to have to be something I make. It won't be something we buy. It definitely will be something I make, so I can control what goes in it. I have lots of fruit butters that I need to use up. And I mean a lot. And I have a lot of pumpkin butter. You all should see this pumpkin butter that's in my freezer from last year still. Like, I feel like I went through a lot of it last year, but that's how much I made, I guess. I made so much. I didn't even can any pumpkin and or freeze any pumpkin puree, or I didn't even make pumpkin butter this year because I have so much still from last year. So I have lots of apple butter. we got so much apple butter. But after making those pumpkin delight cookies I made a few days ago, that's my new favorite cookie. It wasn't too sweet, which I really loved, because I used my homemade pumpkin butter, which didn't have a lot of sugar in it at all, and they are so good. They are so good. That is another cookie I swear you have to make. And what a great way. I'm like really excited to try using my other fruit butters and my apple butter and stuff to make them. They were so good. I think they're my new favorite cookie. I really do. Oh, I've done tons of discard. I've made discard scones. I've made discard biscuits. I've made discard pancakes. I've made discard, I feel like there was something else. Cinnamon rolls. I've made a lot with the discard. I have a whole jar of discard in my fridge too. Like, I have enough I have enough sourdough right now. I could make 20 starters maybe for people, because I also don't like getting rid of it. So yes, yogurt is definitely, it was on my list for this year. It didn't get done. I don't know why, because everything I watch is, I even have a yogurt maker that I got at the thrift store, brand new in a box. I am going to make yogurt because as part of the pantry challenge, I'm not going to buy any, but I love having yogurt. I eat a lot of yogurt and for breakfast in the morning. Like, I eat a lot of it. And right now I'm eating a lot of it because of my teeth. But yes, I am going to do the yogurt this year. I'm so mad that I didn't get to this year, but I did get to a lot of things that I said I wanted to. So I can't wait for you all to see the 18th, Vlogmas Day 18th. It's do-over day. That's all I'm going to tell you. I can't wait for you all to see that. I'm so happy. So started making homemade yogurt the last few weeks, and I'm hooked. Everyone says it tastes so much better. And I guess part of it is everyone says it's easier too if you have some plain Greek yogurt to start your next batch. So that's what I'm going to do. So where can I find the pumpkin butter recipe? It is one of my videos. I have done that. I've done apple butter pork chops, and I've used it in another recipe. I can't remember what it was, but I did use it in another recipe. I've been hearing that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons I bought my Instapot years ago was because, I can make yogurt, and I've never made yogurt in it. So see, Gracie loves the dairy-free ones, loves them. Me, not so much. I'm just going to see if I can find the link, Karen, for you to my video where I made the pumpkin butter. Search across your channel. Oh, good. That's what I'm looking for. Pumpkin. Aha! I found it. It's one of my it's actually my second or third video that I did this. But I want to copy the link. See if I can get this here. No, that's not what I want. Okay, copy. It was like my fourth or fifth video, so be kind. It's not the the greatest editing. It's not, I tried to change the thumbnail on it last year, but it's literally only my second or even third video ever. But that's the link for it there. That has the recipe. You don't even have to watch the video. I think I put the recipe in the details. Maybe I wasn't good at that at the beginning. So, we do 4 liters at a time with our dehydrator in the oven. Oh, maple sugar. Oh, I love maple sugar. I have a couple of packages that we picked up. I can't remember from where, and it's flakes, and it's so good. I like putting it in my yogurt because I buy sugar free. No, I buy plain, and I flavor it myself. They're so good. Oh no, mine does. But I never used it, so I can't give you any tips. Oh, yeah. And that's, I mean, that's the thing too, right? You don't necessarily need the little, but I have I have the machine that has them in the little containers, excuse me, which is perfect because David doesn't like yogurt. Aiden hates Greek yogurt. He likes regular yogurt, but he's not a fan of the Greek. Grace likes dairy-free, but I'm going to try and make her some dairy-free too because the cost of that dairy-free yogurt is insane. Well, even my yogurt's insane now. I used to buy it for like $3.99 a tub of the plain Greek yogurt, and I think now, if I'm lucky, it's on sale for $5.99. But we won't go there. I feel like I ranted enough about prices of groceries in one of my videos here a little while ago, so I'm not going to rant anymore. So, So I am going to wrap it up. I've been on for an hour. I'm going to go see if anyone wants to go take a quick look, even just around our neighborhood, at some of the lights that are out. David and I've seen a few coming home from date night last week, but the kids haven't seen anything. Well, Aiden might have seen a few coming home from work because he did work twice this week and he works 3 days next week. So be careful what you wish for, kid, because he was complaining about only having the one shift. But I'm sure it won't last. I'm sure once the Christmas holiday is over, he'll be back down to one lousy shift a week, which is very hard to save for a car when you only have a paycheck that has 2 shifts on it. So, yeah, he's trying to find something that'll give him more hours. But this is perfect. If he could keep up these shifts, that would be great. Like I said, the late nights not so great. I'm not crazy about him working till 10, and then by the time he gets home and everything, it is 11 on a school night. But school's done this week too, so coming. Yay, Christmas break. I don't know about you all, but I am ready. David is on his break. He had to take his leave. You use it or lose it kind of thing. So it's perfect. He doesn't go back until, when do you go back? When do you go back to work? The 8th of January. Same day, I think Aiden goes back, the 7th or the 8th. Yeah. And it's nice to have him home and maybe help get the house straightened back into normal after the holidays. So, okay, friends, thank you so much for dropping by and listening to me ramble on. It's so hard when I'm by myself. I try, but it's so hard. I'm hoping to go back to Wednesday night for live on Wednesday. It really depends. Wednesday's kind of a crazy day with appointments, plus trying to get my Vlogmas video out. So I'm not going to promise. You will know because I will put it up the day before the notice that I will be doing it. I'm going to try, but I'm not going to make any promises because I know it's going to be a crazy day. So it's hard to Vlogmas, edit, and go live all in one day. It's a lot. So again, thank you for all the support you're giving me during Vlogmas is greatly appreciated. I greatly appreciated. I am having a blast doing it. It is so much fun. And I will see you all. You'll see me all tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. New video is out. Take care, everybody. God bless. Have a great week coming, and we'll talk to you all soon.